Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Let's Play Minecraft world. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing fantastic. Today's episode 257, and I hope everybody's doing great. So before we get into the episode, we got to do question of the day. My question for you is, when you are feeling bored and burnt out of Minecraft, what are some things you do to get back into the game? For me specifically, I like to watch old LP videos of different YouTubers. So let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoy this series and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and turn on those notifications when the videos come out. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So to get started with today's episode, I am very interested in getting above the Nether so we can make the gold farm that's on Hermitcraft. That thing is amazing. Not only does it give you tons and tons of gold, it gives you tons of XP, and we need something like that in our lives because right now we're using steak, which is fine, but eventually I want to switch to golden carrots. So I am very excited to be working on that today. But first, let's fly over to the villager breeder because I want to show you a change I made. So we didn't have any breeding going on, and I know why, and I fixed it, and now I think we might have a breed already there. I didn't have enough doors. Yeah, that's a thing actually. There wasn't enough doors, and I'll explain why there wasn't enough doors. So with two villagers, yeah, we got a baby. Look at that. So with two villagers, you need a maximum number of 21 doors for breeding. Now we just so happened to only have 20. The reason why I saw hearts in here when I was building this thing was because I had accidentally placed some doors outside and they were catching those. So I simply added 2 doors on each side, and they're still having fun with them. But we did get a breed, and they're sharing in there too, because you see carrots on the ground. Very exciting stuff. So we're gonna let this thing do its thing. So I am actually going to be following a tutorial on how to get on top of the Nether. But before we can do that, we've got to get everything together. So we've got to get a bunch of redstone stuff together. We also need to get a bunch of ender pearls because we're gonna need to be on top of the Nether first before we do that. So I'm actually going to check and see if I have any like potions or anything. I think eventually I'll probably put some beacons up there, but I know for a fact we are going to need ender pearls. Just checking to see. So we have water breathing. You know what I might do? I might just take a few golden apples with me. That'll probably work a little bit better. I don't know if I have a dedicated food chest over here. Might be on this side. No. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get all the materials needed together and I'll meet you there. So we're up here. Let me eat some food. All right, here we go. So remember, we want to stand on this block. First try. Oh, so close. I almost had it. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's try it again. Remember, I'm getting attacked. I think I'm actually Elytra activated right now. Yeah, I can't stand up. Okay, let's try this again. Stand back. Ooh, stand back a little bit this time. I'm not sure if it's the Elytra that's blocking me because I can't seem to jump when I get in there. Okay. Let me get some more food. We'll try it again here. I did this perfectly in my survival test world, so I know that it's easy to do. There we go. Oh, I forgot that I had another pearl up here. I wonder what that links to. There's no way that's... I mean, we can definitely use that. Minecart. Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm going to eventually probably remove that. So we are looking for 75, -84. Right here is the block that I want to break. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this tutorial up into very specific pieces. That way we can do this hopefully first try. All right, guys. So I'm going to try to be as clear and concise as possible when doing this because I want you to follow along easily. So first and foremost, 2 things you need to consider. First off, you need to find north. Once you have north, place an indicator block away from that so you kind of have an idea of where you're placing things down. From there, you are going to want to make sure that you have all of this in your inventory. You're going to need pretty much everything in here. Maybe not the quantities of it, but you will need at least a few of each of these, and you'll see as we get through there. The final thing that you want to consider is that underneath of the block that you're going to be breaking, you need to make sure that there's no other bedrock underneath of there. So I am lucky enough to only have one piece of bedrock above my ladder that I made. So to get started, let's go ahead and grab a few things. So you're going to need redstone, then a detector rail. Next to the detector rail, place a piece of obsidian. Regular rail, activator rail, and then a powered rail. But we're not going to place the powered rail down just yet. Let's go ahead and grab some redstone blocks and place that there and there. We'll place a regular rail down, there. You see how we have that curving into this block? So we'll break that, powered rail, and then obsidian. So next part, let's go ahead and remove our block. We're going to grab 2 sticky pistons and place a block here. We need to face this placing downward, so we're going to come to the very top edge here. Right there, place down, and we need to move that out of the way. And do the same thing once again, just like so. On top of that, we're going to place 2 rails down. On top of that, 2 pieces of redstone. And then all the way on top of that, we are going to place 2 more rails down, just like so. Fantastic. So now, oh, those are not the right rails. I'm sorry. You need to use regular rails here. There we go. So now that you have all of that finished, you can finally use your TNT minecart. So I'm going to stand on this side. What we are looking for is to destroy these 2 faces. So here and oh, okay, perfecto. So what we have done is we have destroyed the 2 piston faces. Now that the 2 piston faces are gone, we can break this one and get all of this out of the way. So just remove all of these blocks, but keep the ones that you have already placed down. Now, as a friendly reminder as to what block we want to remove, I'm going to put some netherrack a little far out here. And just so those are my 2 coordinates meeting together underneath of the piston. Next up, grab yourself a sticky piston, come over here and place it on the side of this. Now you want to break this. Only those 2 blocks though, nothing else. Then power that piston, and so you see how the cart got moved. Fantastic. Or not the cart, but the piston. Now that we have the piston with the face on top, we can actually go ahead and remove this. Now that that is finished, let's go ahead and take some concrete, place the concrete block right here, take a lever, put the lever on there and turn the lever on. So now that I have the lever turned on, I can remove the redstone, and then the cart up here, cart track. There we go. Perfect. So now that we have the lever powered, I'm going to go ahead and place a sticky piston down. On that sticky piston, I'm going to place a slime block, and then I'm going to place a piece of concrete underneath of it. So now that you have this setup finished, let's take some slabs and place it on the piston. For this part, you're going to need an elytra because you need to get underneath of that slab. Take a regular piston, and let me see if I can get under here. There we go. Remember, regular piston, and place it on the edge of this block just like so. Remember, this is the block that we want to break. So finally, let's remove the slab just like so. We need to place a regular piston right here, so let's do that. And this is the moment of truth, guys. Place your final block next to the piston. And if we did this correctly, the block that we wanted to break should be removed. So now let's check underneath of the piston that we had placed and see if it's gone. Yes, it worked. Oh, I'm so excited. That was the hardest tutorial that I have ever done in my life. There were so many steps. I recorded that like 14 times. Not really, but I can't believe it worked. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay, I don't think I have enough ladders to get back up here, but I've got 8. But that's amazing, guys. So make sure that you check out that tutorial down in the description because, man, that thing is a doozy. All right, let's go ahead and get this set up to go down here. There we go. Yeah, I had to record that in one big session and cut it up and edit it because it was so hard to do. Oh my God. Hard tutorial was hard. There we go. So now we can successfully ladder ourselves on top of the Nether. All right, guys, I actually want your opinion on something, because if we're going to start doing enchanting and collecting books and getting into that whole setup, we're going to need a lot of leather. Now, I have got a cow farm, and I can use said cow farm to make leather, but the problem is getting all of this wheat harvested easily. Now, there is, I guess, a couple options that we can do. One, we can just do it by hand. Right, the problem with doing it by hand is that we have these here. Now, we could cover those up with, you know, slabs or whatever we may want to use in the future. But as you can see, that's kind of annoying. I'm not sure that I really want to do it like that. So what I was thinking is maybe I'd ask you guys for your advice on what you think I should do to try and harvest all this. Now, obviously, seeds are not so important to me that I need to collect as many as possible, so we don't really need to use fortune. That is not a problem. And obviously, this is not working because this is really, really annoying to do. So what I'm looking for is some way maybe to use redstone, incorporate redstone into this farm to be able to collect wheat. Because like I said, I really want to get my cow farm up and running. Do we have any wheat over here already? Oh my God. We have a lot of wheat. Okay, well, still, that's not the point. I still want to be able to use this and incorporate that into my farm. So our cow farm, if you don't remember, is right over here. We made like this little area for it. So we have some cows in here. As you can see, there's not a lot though. No, I know I had storage in here. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and breed. And because this is going to be where we have like 1.5 zillion cows. Like, I'm literally just going to breed as many as I possibly can. So like I said, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some method to figure out. Also, let me put this down real fast. I need my food. I'm just looking for some method to figure out how to breed that effectively or harvest that effectively. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. All right, guys, this next part of the video is probably going to be a little bit strange to you, but that's all right. I want to install some data packs into our world so we can have a little bit more fun with the game. So I have installed, or I haven't installed, we're about to do it, but I've downloaded 4 bark blocks for wood, anti-enderman griefing because nobody likes that. I could probably use a game rule for that as well. Shulkers drop double shells, double slab crafting, dragon drops elytras, more bricks, more mob heads, more stairs, and universal dying. Those are all the same things that you see on the Hermitcraft server. So to get started, what we need to do first is we need to do open to LAN. And remember, we are going to be playing this on a server eventually. So this will be good for that as well. So kill iJevin. And didn't think about my armor being on, but that should be fine. Oh, here. Let me go grab it real fast. All right, I'm such an idiot. That did not go well. All right, let me put this up real fast. I can't believe I did that. So first off, let me break the bread. Let me break the bread down here, guys. We got to get rid of this bread. There we go. Put that right there. So kill iJevin. That's going to put me in the spawn chunks. And then, so I need to do game mode survival. I need to do spectator. Game mode spectator, so that puts me into spectator mode. And then I have 2 commands that I have to run. So the first one is TP iJevin ~1 . And that's going to put me at the bedrock level of spawn chunks. Now, we need spawn chunks to work because this has to be loaded all the time. So then, since I've already got the things inside of the game, we're going to use function main init. Now that should put a stand that loads all of these into the game at all the times. So hopefully I did that right. Now if we do data pack and then list, so you see all those right there. There are 10 data packs enabled, vanilla. Exactly. So now what we can do is we can do /kill iJevin respawn. I need to get back to my world. Now I gotta remember where this is at. I think it was like -400. Yeah, we've been here before. So let me fly a little bit faster so I can get over there. I think it's this way. There's a village. Not that way. I think it's this way. I can never remember where my where my world's at. I think it's right here. Is this it? Probably not. Guys, I am not lost at all. I tell you that right now. I think I need to go the other way. I definitely went too far. Let's go this way. So, going over here. Oh yeah, here we go. So back into our world here. Let's go back into survival. So game mode, survival. There we go. Now, let's see if it'll work with single player. I'm not exactly sure. If it won't work with single player, then we can definitely make it this a server. That's not a problem at all. We got my stuff back real fast. And so some of the things that we should be able to do, let's put this on, put that on, put that right there, put that right there, there. All right, cool. Put that all up, grab my arrow. So some things we should be able to do, like more mob heads. Let's do, I don't think you can actually do data pack while you're in game mode. For example, universal dyeing should be one of them. So we should be able to take wool and then dye it and then re-dye it. So there's 5 wool. I think we're going to need 8 total though. There's some string. This will basically just confirm whether or not it's working. There's 7. Do I have any more? There we go. That'll work. Okay, perfect. So here we go. And then let's find another dye real fast. I just need 1 color. It doesn't really matter. Don't have any. There we go. Some poppies. All right, let's go upstairs to the crafting table. And it should also be in our book here as well. So yellow dye. Is it? I thought there was a way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you have to right click. So dye that all yellow. And then I should be able to put this back in here and dye this red. Yeah, so universal dyeing works perfectly. That's awesome. I didn't think that would work in any other world. The data packs are only installed in this world. So if we were to go to our test world, let's try that real fast just to be 100% certain. So we can go into game mode. Sorry, this is not like actual stuff that we're doing, but so there. Grab a crafting table real fast. I just want to confirm that I'm not losing my mind or anything. So let's grab like 10 of those and then some dye. Some light blue dye or not. Okay. There we go. Light blue dye. Or green dye, so we should be able to dye. No, okay. So yeah, universal dyeing is 100% working. All right, guys, I just did a whole mess of exploring, trying to find more kelp because I want to decorate our pond over there because we're going to start using more of the aquatic features in our world. But before we can do that, we have got to find them. So what I'm looking for right now is either lamps. I would prefer to use glowstone, but I'm also looking for leaves too. I only have a little bit of leaves. Ah, that kind of sucks. We'll use glowstone for now. All right, so I went and got some kelp. I've got some bone meal. We're gonna do this thing. I had to go like 3,000 blocks away. It kind of sucks that we explored so much. If I had learned how to prune the chunks, I could probably just remove them, but I don't know. We'll see. So let me get rid of this boat over here. So first and foremost, I kind of want this thing to light up at nighttime. That's why I have the glowstone. So let's try to get a decent amount of light in here. Ooh, put that right there. I hope that didn't mess up any redstone. There's redstone all over the place around this thing. Thinking like right there. I actually think it's a cave underneath of here. There we go. It's been a while since I've been in this world. I don't know. Let me get some water. Let me get some of that air that we need. All right. There we go. And voila. So we have that. So now let's go ahead and put some kelp in. So I'm thinking just kind of randomly placed throughout. A little bit here, a little bit there. So that'll grow nice and tall. Can you bone meal kelp? You cannot. Didn't know that. All right, and finally, now that that'll grow, we can do some seagrass in here too. There we go. Let's just go ahead and get it nice and spammed in here. Man, I love the Aquatic update. I gotta be honest with you guys, the Aquatic update is probably my all-time favorite update for Minecraft. There we go. Thinking something like that'll do. Oh man, that looks so sick. I can't wait for that to grow. That's gonna look so good, guys. But that's just one little project I wanted to take care of. But I think that's probably gonna do it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and turn on those notifications when the videos come out, guys. This is iJevin. Peace out, everybody.